Hello everyone, my name is Ram Dhamija. Welcome to my channel. Something very interesting happened in silver over the weekend and today morning. Now what happened was that on Friday silver actually closed 10% up on international markets. Our markets were closed at that point in time, but silver closed somewhere at about $79 to a troy ounce. And there was complete panic, complete mayhem, because the price of futures versus the price of spot was completely disjointed. So spot was trading much higher than the futures, and it was basically, the futures were basically playing a catch up to the spot. So spot actually ran up to 79, whereas futures were stuck at 76, 77 odd. And there was complete mayhem. There was actually anticipation of what is going to happen on Monday morning. Then there were rumors about some bank going bust in US because they had a lot of short positions and so on and so forth. So internet was actually all filled with all sorts of news flow and all sorts of rumors that there's supply shortage and so on and so forth. So it was becoming a very tricky situation over the weekend to gauge what is going to be the impact of silver on Monday morning. And true to its nature, it was actually a big mayhem today. What happened was silver actually opened at about 79.80, then it immediately gapped up to about 83, 84. It trapped all the longs and then it came down. Right now as we speak, it is trading at about $75. So you can see the amount of movement that is happening in silver. It is a $10 move that is happening, which doesn't happen on a normal day. $10 up, $10 down, $10 intraday move. These are metals in which $1 move usually happens in 1 year. So if you look at silver from 2021 to 23, as I was saying, it was stuck in a range of $22 to $25, $3 for 3 years. And over here it's $10 movement happening overnight. So this is not normal times. It is basically showing that there is a lot of stress in the system. Also, another interesting thing that has happened is that the backwardation is back. Now what was backwardation? Backwardation is basically the price of spot higher than the price of futures. So that is another warning sign. It basically shows that everything is not okay in the market, because typically futures will be higher than the spot price because there is a storage cost, there's an insurance cost and so on. But the moment people say that the spot prices are higher, it basically means people need the metal today. They are not actually wanting futures contracts to be held. They want the delivery. So this is the time when the delivery rates actually increase over this future rates. Another interesting thing that is happening is that China is leading the prices of silver. So if you see the prices in China, at least when I saw in the morning, they were at about $82, $83. So China prices were again still higher than the international prices. But now with this international prices cooling off, we'll have to see how Shanghai Metal Exchange prices behave, because typically there is a premium over there. And another interesting thing is that China is going to put export restrictions on silver from January 1st. So that is going to have an impact in terms of the total silver available throughout the world. So all these things are going to add up one by one, and we will have to see what the impact eventually comes out to be. But one thing is for certain, that there is, as I had told in my video also, which I made over the weekend, that you should not be in a FOMO. You should have a very calibrated, calculated strategy of how much percentage allocation should silver be in your portfolio, and never try to chase up the prices, because when the prices are going up, you just might be stuck at the top. Now anyone who bought today at 83, 84, whatever, will be badly stuck, right? And and for all you know, the prices might not come back for a very long time. Just to give you an example, silver prices touched $50 in 2011. They did not come back to $50 till 2025. That's like 14 years wait, right? So you just don't know, because these kind of parabolic moves do happen, and you should not get stuck in them. Chasing momentum requires very different kind of strategies, because it also requires your hedging strategy and so on. If you can do that, great. But otherwise, if you are a retail investor, then don't try to chase the prices on the up move. Have a calculated strategy of how much percentage allocation I need to have for silver, and then try to maintain that. Let's say if you have an allocation of 3%, maybe you're sitting at 1% right now, put a SIP in. See how the monthly prices behave over the next 12 months and try to get to that target. Don't try to say that I'm going to put 20% of my net worth into silver and I'm going to ride it to the moon. You might be lucky, one in probably million people will be able to do that. But then are you ready for a 14-year wait? That is a question that you need to ask yourself. So there's no easy answer to this. I'm going to cover a lot of these things in today's video. So stick around till the end. But just before we begin our video, do subscribe to the channel, and just in case you haven't, and then do like, share this video. It gives encouragement to make good content. So let us begin today's video with the silver chart. As you can see over here, this is the big green candle, as you can see over here, which was formed on Friday, and then post that there's a big red candle which is formed over here. Now typically these kind of candles are formed at the top or at the bottom. So for all you know, we might have seen an intermediate top at $83-84. We don't know. The confirmation is going to come only in the subsequent days and weeks ahead. If you look at silver in INR, also it has crashed. Now this is the intraday silver INR report. So it has actually crashed by 20,000 rupees. So it went to a high of 2,33,000 rupees per kg, and right now it is trading at about 2,15,000. That's a drop of almost 20,000 rupees per kg drop intraday within India. And so it's huge. It's very volatile right now, and it is there even in all the prime papers, etc. So you can see silver price crash 21,000 in an hour as overheated rally cools off after breaching 2.5 lakh per kg. So it's all there. If you look at the IBJA price, which is the official price, now you can see that the IBJA price is 1 day late. So on 26th it was quoting at about 2,32,000. And this is of course for 29 December it is showing, but the prices are 1 day behind, and then it went to about 2.5 lakhs, and from there it has crashed. So it's hugely volatile right now. You can see these 20-30,000 rupees movements happen within a year, which are happening within a day. This is another interesting thing that I wanted to take your attention to. This is the gold silver ratio I had talked about yesterday in my video. Now if you see over here, I had said that gold silver ratio has actually broken below 60. Its range is 60 to 80, but it broke below 60, and you can see these two other lines are the Bollinger Bands. Now this ratio will operate within, usually things operate within the Bollinger Bands, and if it is breaking down from the Bollinger Band, then it has a tendency to go back into this particular range. So if you see the range for gold silver ratio, it is between 75 on the upside to about 58, let's say it's 60. So from 60 to 75 is the range, and it actually went down to as low as today 53, and now it is trying to cool back up because silver has corrected a lot, gold hasn't today. So I had talked about this gold silver ratio. It's very critical for you to follow, because gold has not been doing too much for the last 1 or 2 months, whereas silver has just been going parabolic. It has gone up 40% in the last 1 month. So it is very important to see the gold silver ratio, and whenever it is at the extremities, like for example 2021, if I'm not wrong, gold had actually gone to 100. I mean, the gold silver ratio had gone to 100. That was one extreme, and now it came to about 53. That is another extreme. So 60 to 80 is a sweet spot for gold silver ratio. If you operate within that, it's great, but if you're breaking on either of the sides, then it's a problem. It's a huge issue. So even gold silver ratio is indicating that gold is likely to do much better than silver, but you of course don't know how things are going to play out. But it is of course had gone to complete one end of the spectrum, and as I've shown in the Bollinger Bands, it is breaking the Bollinger Band. So it's a warning sign that one needs to heed. And as I've been also maintaining that your gold allocation should be much higher than your silver allocation, so that also makes perhaps a case for having more gold rather than silver. This is the international charts, international rates flashing right now on the screen. As you can see, gold is corrected lesser. It is corrected 1.4%, whereas silver is down almost 5.24%. So you can see over here, this XAG by USD is the spot rate, so it's at 75, whereas the silver, this is the future rate, 74.76. so still there is backwardation that is there, which is basically showing the market is still not okay, still not fully okay, but everything is down today. If you look at copper, that's down 2.4. the markets themselves are down. Silver is down, gold is down, everything is down. And one part of the reason could be this particular news that Trump and Zelensky are meeting, and though the deal has not been reached, but if something like this happens, then the premium on gold, silver, crude, everything is going to fall, and things are going to get normalized, because there's a peace premium which is always there. Right now it is kind of a war scenario premium where gold, silver, etc. are commanding a slight premium because of the war. So once Russia-Ukraine thing is settled, then the markets are going to breathe a huge sigh of relief, and then gold and silver typically will tend to correct a bit. So maybe they have got a sniff of something, I don't know, or it could be just that silver had overextended itself and it's just cooling down. next few days are going to be very very critical to see. I'm for a moment, this rally according to me is overextended now. Any pullback to let's say levels of 60 odd on international exchanges could be a good buying opportunity. I'm not a financial advisor, so please consult your financial advisor before making any decision, but I'm saying from a personal point of view, I'll be very keen to look at silver at those levels, because it probably makes sense at those levels. I don't know whether it's going to come to that or it's going to rebound from 75. But one thing is for certain: never try to chase momentum, especially at the late part, especially when the entire world is talking about it. Everyone is talking about silver, and if you have got to heard about it and you've still not entered, then you're late to the party. Then my advice to you would be to go through SIP, because that is a very very safe route for you. And you can do the SIPs through ETF, you can do it through mutual funds. If you need any help in mutual funds, you can contact me through the Google form in the description below, and I'll be able to help you out free of cost to develop your mutual fund portfolio, in which gold and silver can be a part of your portfolio as well. So that will be my advice. Please do follow the market very very intently, see how the movements are happening, and then take a call. Don't rush in, because otherwise the movements will whipsaw you, and the movements will be 20-30% on either side. So it's very easy to get stopped out. Definitely don't take leverage, definitely don't indulge in futures, because commodity futures is a completely different ball game. For example, silver contract is 30 kgs, though there are many contracts as well, but just imagine how holding 30 kgs of silver and it falls on 10-20%. So that please avoid that if you don't know how to play those things. But from a long term standpoint, if you're looking at strategic investments, then as I have maintained, 10 to 15% in gold, 1 to 3% in silver is a good combination in my understanding, and it will hold you well. So try and achieve that, and do it through SIPs, do it through in a calm way, look at it when the corrections are happening, then enter, and then you'll be safe. So let's see how the things evolve. I'll keep you updated. Please do subscribe to my channel for regular updates, and I hope you like the content, and I shall see you soon with another update. Till then, take care. Bye bye.